بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وحبيب إله العالمين الرسول الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين لا سيما بضعته الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين سيدة نساء العالمين من الأولين والآخرين واللعن الدائم على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. We are still with the sermon of Fatimah Zahra salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayha, and if we have to go with each sentence it may take 1 year to complete it, but then we go take some parts of it because there is no time to cover all aspects mentioned in that great sermon. She has discussed, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stressing on matters of Tawheed and then mentioning about the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the situation of the people, then she has mentioned the greatness of and the suffering of the Prophet to spread Islam and how much difficulties were there that the Holy Prophet used to send Imam Ali alayhi salam in war and defended Islam with all those difficulties. But some important points are to be mentioned here, which is raised by Fatimah Zahra salamullah alayha. We need to stress on that, and that is phenomena of nifaq, hypocrisy. Because some people now say that all the companions of the Prophet are good. Well, it depends what do you mean by companions. If you need those who are honest, sincere, religious, who were obedient to the Prophet and followed the Prophet's advice, well, naturally they are respected and they are very religious people and they were praised by the Holy Quran. But if the definition of companion, anybody who met the Prophet, whether he believes in Islam by heart or by tongue, whether he was afraid of being killed or to migrate to other area when Islam spread all over Saudi Arabia, then he declared himself as a Muslim without Islam settling at his heart, then naturally that is not a criteria to be a good man. Because we see the Holy Quran is mentioning the matters about hypocrisy. Actually, according to some scholars, they say the main issue in the Holy Quran in Mecca, the Mecca ayahs of the Holy Quran, were discussing about Tawheed. And when the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina, the main issue where the Holy Quran used to stress and explain to people in the Madani ayahs, the ayahs which were revealed in Medina, were about hypocrisy. See, such important issue, the Holy Quran was treating this phenomena and warning the Muslims that in the society there are hypocrites available. You see, from beginning of Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, so وَإِذَا لَقُوا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَإِذَا خَلَوْا إِلَى شَيَاطِينِهِمْ قَالُوا إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُسْتَهْزِئُونَ. If they see the believer, they say we are believers, we follow Islam and we are religious. But if they go to their Satan, Satan means they're the big people, the human Satans, they said, no, we are with you, we are making fun of the believers, you know. You should not take it serious that what we tell them, you know. So Allah يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون. Allah make mockery of them and will leave them to continue in their dark way that they are going. And you see the Holy Quran has one full surah about Munafiqun, Surah Al-Munafiqun. And then many ayahs explain about when min أهل المدينة مرضوا على النفاق, among the people who live in Medina. In Medina are naturally those who are with the Prophet. They say they grown up on nifaq. لا تعلمون, you don't know them. Allah knows them. So tens of ayahs about hypocrisy and then treating that phenomena, because that is very bad phenomena. And they said that the munafiq is a believer apparently by tongue, but he is kafir by heart. So in the day of judgment, actually, he will be resurrected as kafir, not as a Muslim. Because there, according to their intention and their heart, the shape they will get in the day of judgment. So he's Muslimun bil-Zahir wa kafirun fil-Batin. Apparently he's a Muslim, but hiddenly he is kafir. Now, a lot of talks, but we see Fatimah Zahra salamullahi alayha, she point out to this phenomena, and that is right away after death of the Prophet, a few days after that. And it shows that this phenomena was very serious, that she is discussing about it. She said, فَأَنْقَذَكُمُ اللَّهُ تَبَارَكَ وَتَعَالَى بِمُحَمَّدٍ صلى الله عليه وآله بعد اللتي والتي وبعد أن مني ببهم الرجال وذؤبان العرب. She started telling the people, reminding them that Allah has saved you by greatness of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam after so much difficulties, and whenever they put a fire, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped him to put that fire off. But the point which is mentioned, that he is sending his brother, قَذَفَ أَخَاهُ فِي لَهَوَاتِهَا, he has sent his brother Imam Ali. At the middle of the wars, he will not come back till he control everything. But at the end of this part, he say, وأنتم في رفاهية من العيش وادعون فاكهون آمنون تتربصون بنا الدوائر وتتوكفون الأخبار وتنكصون عند النزال وتفرون عند القتال. You see, at that stage, when it was very tough time, very serious situation, when the alarming condition, emergency condition, the Arabs from everywhere they came to eradicate Islam completely, and the Holy Prophet stood up, and whenever there was difficulty, he sent his brother Imam Ali alayhi salam, and then he controlled the situation. Your status is now talking about then, while you were calm and feeling safe in your comfortable lives. You are sitting comfortable, don't care about anything, and not doing anything to support Islam, and waiting for us to meet disasters. You see this point. So not only you are willing to be comfortable, but waiting for us to feel disaster. So maybe Imam Ali is killed, like Hamza was killed in Uhud, for example, like Ubaydah ibn al-Harith was killed in Badr, and you are waiting for that time when we feel any disaster. So who are those who are waiting for Ahlul Bayt to feel disaster and they enjoy if that happens? Naturally, there are the hypocrites available, awaiting the spread of the news that we were defeated or killed or a tragedy happened to us. You fell back during every battle, you ran away at any battle, and took to your heels at times of fighting. So you say, when you were so coward, not fighting, at Battle of Uhud, when there was little difficulty, the Muslims all ran away and they left the Prophet alone. Only Imam Ali alayhi salam was with him, and later on maybe one of the Sahaba came. All the rest of the Sahabas, including the first three caliphs, all of them ran away. And especially the third one, he went away and he came after sometime, they say after 3 days. He so ran away that he thought that maybe the enemy will attack, so he continued, and then after 3 days when he was safe, he came down and the Prophet told him, ذهبت بها عريضة, you went very wide. Wide means it take long time. Where have you gone in this? Now, some of the Sahaba, it was mentioned in the books of history, you find they said, من يأخذ لنا الأمان من أبي سفيان. They wanted to get safety from Abu Sufyan, so Abu Sufyan will tell them, okay, we will not kill you, because the news was there that Prophet Muhammad was killed. So they run away, say, if he's killed, then we don't care about Islam, we go back to Jahiliyyah, but at least Abu Sufyan should accept us and will not punish us. من يأخذ لنا الأمان من أبي سفيان. Well, Imam Ali was naturally there and he supported the Prophet bravely. It is mentioned that when the Prophet fell down and then they broke his mandibular bone by a stone, and the Satan had a loud sound that قتل Muhammad, Muhammad was killed, and the people ran away. Imam Ali was there defending him, so some people who are near, they knew that the Prophet is not dead near him, so they attack. So the Holy Prophet used to tell Imam Ali, Ya Ali, akfini hadhihi al-katiba. Oh Ali, attack, defend me or protect me from this group of people. Imam Ali alone was attacking them till they ran away. Then others come from the left side. And then he say, Ya Ali, akfini hadhihi al-katiba. And Imam Ali used to attack them. And so on. So for long time, Imam Ali was alone till some of the Muslims realized that, okay, how we run away, they are the enemies, they are the infidels, and how we left the Prophet, who said that the Prophet is dead, maybe he is still alive, maybe he needs our support. Then some of the sincere Muslims returned back, and when the number increased, the mushrikeen, the people of Mecca, they found that there's no point to fight because they have killed already Hamza. Hamza was martyred. And they said, okay, we have taken our revenge from Prophet Muhammad because we killed his uncle. And they left the war and ran away back to Mecca. So what I mean, that happens, and the Quran warned them about it, you know. وما محمد إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل أفإن مات أو قتل انقلبتم على عقابكم ومن ينقلب على عقبيه فلن يضر الله شيئا وسيجزي الله الشاكرين. Muhammad is a messenger like messengers were before him. If he dies or been killed, you will turn back on your heels, and whoever turns back, he will not do any harm to Allah, and Allah will reward those who are thankful and praising Allah. So after that, when the danger came at time of Khandaq, again Amr ibn Abdawud were the only one who crossed the river they made around Medina. They digged the ground so that the army cannot come. But with his horse, he could jump and he came. Well, Amr ibn Abdawud was very brave who can attack, they said, 1,000 soldiers in front of him. I mean, in his bravery in war equal to 1,000 people. So if he's, let us say, with 10 people and 1,000 people are in front of him, he can attack them and defeat them. So when the Holy Prophet ﷺ asked the Muslims, who will go and fight with him? وَأَنَا أَضْمَنُ لَهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْجَنَّةِ. I guarantee that Allah will give him paradise. If he is dead, he will go to paradise. None of the Muslims were daring to go and fight except Imam Ali say, Ana ya Rasulullah. He said, sit. Second time, till third time. And then the Prophet told Imam Ali that, Ya Ali, innahu Amr. Oh Ali, you know that he is Amr ibn Abdawud. This man is very dangerous, very brave, very risky. Imam Ali said, Wa ana Ali, and I am Ali. If he is Amr, I am Ali. I am ready to go and fight and defend Islam. And then Imam Ali went and it was really very difficult to fight with Amr, because Amr was with full arms and was on a horse, and Imam Ali was walking, you know. Naturally, he is controlling from above, and then where to hit him, you know. All his body is full of steel and guarded with that, so wherever you attack him, you cannot catch him. So Imam Ali told him first that, "Oh Amr, you said that no one asked me for 3 things unless I will accept one of them. So that is what you have said." He said, "Yes. What do you want?" He said, "First, I ask you, first thing, that you accept Islam and be a Muslim." He said, "No, that is impossible." He said, "Okay, go back from here and take the army and go back to Mecca. Why you are coming to fight us?" He said, "Well, the people will laugh at me and say he was coward and he did not fight. That is impossible. I am a brave man and I came here to fight." He said, "Okay, the third one, come down from your horse, because if we have to fight, we have to fight on the floor." He said, I have not thought that any Arab may ask me for that. I mean, anyone who dares to be in front of me, that to say, come down and want to fight with me." But then he came down. And then they said, "Who will start to attack?" Amr started, he should hit one hit, and then Imam Ali should hit later on. Imam Ali got the steel on his head, and Amr hit him, and he injured little head of Imam Ali. And blood ooze came out. Imam Ali tied it, and they said, "Okay, wait now, ya Amr, it is my turn." So Amr was full of arm. And Imam Ali, where to hit him? I mean, the sword will not affect his body. So it looks that probably he found the weakest point is his leg, you know. So when he hit him not on the head, because in the head will not be effective. He hit him on his leg, he cut his leg. When his leg was cut, he fell down on the ground. And then Imam Ali came and sit on his chest to kill him. Then he spit to the face of Imam Ali. Imam Ali did not want to take revenge for himself. He set aside till his anger cooled down, and then he came and then killed him. So now in those difficult times, when the Muslims, the Sahabas, were not only afraid, but some of them were waiting, okay, maybe Ali will be killed by Amr and we will get rid of Ali and we go back to Jahiliyyah. So this is what Fatimah Zahra, Salamullah alayhi, تَتَرَبَّصُونَ بِنَ الدَّوَائِرِ. You are waiting to get any news that we were affected. Well, after that, as you know, in the battle of with the Jews of Khaybar, again the Holy Prophet sent the first day Abu Bakr, head of the army, but Abu Bakr did not fight. He was afraid to fight, and the historian said he returned back, يُجَبِّنُ أَصْحَابَهُ وَيُجَبِّنُونَ. He make them coward and they make him coward. Each one, and instead of telling him, okay, go, we'll fight, they said, oh, how do you go? We cannot fight, we'll be killed. They are very brave, we have no power. So everyone is making the other coward rather than to make him brave. Next day, the Prophet sent Umar as head of the army. And again, the same thing happened. And then third day, he asked about Imam Ali, and then Imam Ali had infection, maybe trachoma, with his eyes, and the Prophet with his saliva, you know, and a miracle, he healed the disease of Imam Ali, and Imam Ali went and then he attacked the Jews in Khaybar and killed Marhab and opened the citadel of the Khaybar. So what I mean, all those difficult stages, and the last one at the end, which was Hawazin, when the Muslims were 12,000 in number. And they said, we will not be defeated because our number is less, because huge army at that time, 12,000. And when they went to Ta'if, where Hawazin were there, Hawazin, there was a mountain, and they have to pass through a valley in the mountain. So they put certain people on top of the mountain with the stones. When the Muslims were at the middle of the two mountains, they started throwing big stones. Well, each stone, if it hit them, the person, or hit his horse, if he is on a horse, naturally will throw him down to the valley and will kill him. And the Muslims all ran away. 12,000 they ran away. Those who remained with the Prophet, only 10 people. 9 of them were from Bani Hashim, his own tribe, Bani Hashim. None of them of the other Sahabas. 9. And Ayman ibn Ayman. That is the 10th one. And here it was interesting that Al-Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib, the uncle of the Prophet, he looked to one of his nephews. He looked around, he said, Imam Ali is not there. He said, Waylaka ayna Ali? Where is Ali? Is it possible that Ali also ran away in this situation? He said, oh, don't you look the one who is in the front? Ali there is defeating the people who are coming and not sitting with us beside the Prophet. We are beside the Prophet to protect ourselves. Imam Ali is in the front. He is attacking the people who are attacking, and alone he is sending them back, till now. Later on the Muslims will reorganize their army and came back, and then the victory was there. So what I mean, in all those difficulties, the people forgot very easily. And now when it came to the Khilafat, they said, Imam Ali will not do bay'at with him, we'll do bay'at with others, But the main thing, Fatimah Zahra said, hypocrisy was there in your height. تتربصون بين الدوائر وتتوقفون الأخبار وتنكصون عند النزال. You run away at time of fight. وتفرون عند القتال. So that is one of the things. And then she said more than that. فَلَمَّا اخْتَارَ اللَّهُ. Yet when Allah chose his prophet for the dwell of the prophets and the abode of his sincere servants, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means took the soul of his prophet, she said, the thorns of hypocrisy appeared on you. Here she used the word hypocrisy very frankly. The garment of faith became worn out. So whatever external faith you have, like a garment that was worn out. The misguided, ignorant spoke out. Those who are misguided and ignorant people, they started speaking, And the sluggish, ignorant came to the front and prayed. So here she said, نطق كاظم الغاوين. Actually, the one who said كاظم الغاوين is about Satan. The Satan, he called you and you have followed what Shaitan is calling you for. And later on she said فخطر في عرصاتكم وأطلع الشيطان رأسه من مغرزه هاتفا بكم فألفاكم لدعوته مستجيبين وللغرة فيه ملاحظين. Then Satan, when he found you that you are hypocrite and there is no shame now that you show yourself as a Muslim, he called you. So he found you, you run quickly toward Shaitan. فوجدكم خفاف ثم استنهضكم فوجدكم خفافا. Shaitan asks you to stand, then you are very light, you stood up quickly, means you are quickly running towards Shaitan and not caring for the religion. وَالرَّسُولُ لَمَّا يُقْبَرُ. Still the Prophet has not been buried, You were doing all those coup and problems and difficulties and following Shaitan and going astray from the right path. That is done. Still the Prophet is not buried within the first day after death of the Prophet. ابتدارا زعمتم خوف الفتنة. You see, this is even today they say. Why the people went to Saqifa? They said we were afraid Muslim Ummah will remain without a caliph and there will be problem. And it is because our love and mercy for the Muslim Ummah. So we went to Saqifa to choose somebody to be a caliph so that the Muslims will be united under the caliph. This excuse, even today you hear it. And Fatimah Zahra salamullah alayha, at the beginning she would say, ابتدارا زعمتم خوف الفتنة. You claim that you are afraid of fitna. Then she quote the Holy Quran, ألا في الفتنة سقطوا وإن جهنم لمحيطة بالكافرين. So you say there is no fitna. Actually you have fall down in fitna itself, you know. I just read it. And indeed hell surrounds the unbelievers. How preposterous, what an idea. So these are some of the points which is mentioned by Fatimah Zahra. So what I mean, the claim that all Sahaba, I mean whoever was there is regarded as Sahaba and to be respected, is something not true and not correct. Yes, the real Sahaba who follow the Prophet and were sincere and were honest and supported Imam Ali, supported Fatimah Zahra, yeah, they are very respected Sahaba. But those who were with the Prophet and by tongue they say we are a believer, but by heart they are not really a believer unless they get some benefit, personal benefit. Selfishness is there. And whenever they see the real believers are in trouble, they feel happy so that they will get the time for power. Naturally, they are not to be respected. Though they have seen the Prophet, and maybe some of them they call anybody who saw the Prophet is a Sahaba. Well, those people may not always be right. You know, the Holy Quran relates the matter of Sahaba to many, even between a human being and animal. He said Sahaba. لا يكن ولا تكن كصاحب الحوت, like the companion of the whale, about the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. So here use companion, the Quran. So companion between a human being and animal is a companion. So it's not something important to be companion. And he told about people of Mecca, the infidels. He said, وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونَ, talking to idol worshippers of Mecca. Say, your companion, the Prophet, is not an insane. So he talking to people of Mecca because they said the Prophet is insane. So Quran, and he used the word companion, your companion. So he related companionship between the Prophet, who is the greatest man in the world, and the idol worshippers, companion. So the word companion as such has no value that you say, okay, because he's companion, he is very good. Why to be very good? If some are infidels and people of Mecca all were companion of the Prophet and they did not believe. And some of them by tongue they say we believe. So how we say all of them are good and all of them are all right, when that is the situation. However, in spite of those warnings, in spite of such a great speech, but Fatimah Zahra salamullah alayha was left alone without support of the people. And then she suffered all her life and remained sick because of the illness she had by attacking her house, so that يغشى عليها ساعة بعد ساعة. Sometimes she got unconscious because of the pain, maybe fever and other atrocities that she had, and she continued in that way till end of her time. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. اللهم إنا نسألك وندعوك بحق الزهراء وأبيها وبعلها وبنيها والسر المستودع فيها أن ترزقنا من فضلك خير الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم آمنا في أوطاننا ولا تسلط علينا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم اكشف هذه الغمة عن هذه الأمة. اللهم عجل فرج وليك صاحب العصر والزمان، واجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه ومن المجاهدين بين يديه. اللهم اقض حوائج المحتاجين. اللهم اشف مرضى المؤمنين. اللهم ارحم موتى المؤمنين. اللهم اقض دين كل مدين. وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة قبلها صلوات. الله